Good morning, student. Welcome in the Behji College, Basmat. Today we are to discuss the topic thermodynamics and energetics. Second part. In the earlier topics, we have to study the introductory part of the thermodynamics. In that, we have to discuss the definition of thermodynamics, definition of chemical thermodynamics, limitation of thermodynamics, then some terminology which are involved in the chemical thermodynamics, that is the system, definition of system, surrounding, boundary. Again, we have to discuss different types of the system. In that, open system, for example, closed system, for example, isolated system, and their examples. Then we have to also study the thermodynamics properties, that is extension property, their example, intensive property, their examples that we have completed in the earlier lecture. Now, today we have to discuss the next part of the thermodynamics and energetics, that is the part 2. In that, we have to study the state of system. What is the state of system? A known set of variable properties such as pressure, volume, temperature, and number of moles, which describe the system completely, is called as a state of system. The thermodynamic state is characterized by some macroscopic properties such as pressure, volume, temperature, number of moles. Now, state function. State function are thermodynamics function. The thermodynamic property which value depends only upon the initial and final state of the system. State function or thermodynamics function is the thermodynamics property which value depends upon initial state and final state of the system and does not depend upon the path followed by the system. In the thermodynamics, there are some macroscopic properties like the pressure, volume, internal energy, enthalpy, etc. These properties, when changes from state 1 to state 2 and its value does not depend upon the path followed by the system. Suppose some reaction we can brought about in different ways, but change in enthalpy we can calculate the enthalpies of product minus enthalpies of the reactants. Means enthalpy at final state minus enthalpy at initial state. Same way, the different properties like the pressure, volume, internal energy, enthalpy, it can be determined, that is the enthalpy at final state. Same way, the pressure at final state minus pressure at initial state, volume at final state minus volume at initial state, internal energy, that is U2 minus U1, that is internal energy at final state minus internal energy at initial state. Same way, enthalpy. Now, consider the system at state A. Suppose the initially system at state A with the pressure P1 and volume V1. This state of system can be changes to state B by the two paths. This is the path first and this is the path second. At state A, which has the pressure P1 and volume V1, which changes state B with the pressure P2 and volume V2. By using path first, system can reaches to state B from A to B by utilizing path first, and here pressure become P2 and volume V2. Again, the system from state B comes back through the path second by utilizing this path from state B to state A. In this case, change in pressure, which is denoted by delta P, change in pressure is P2 minus P1, and change in volume, that is delta V, that is V2 minus V1. In this case, the system can be transferred from state A to state B. State A is the initial state and state B is the final state. So, the variable properties, that is pressure and volume, that change in pressure we can calculate, that is delta P is equal to P2 minus P1, and change in volume can be determined, that is delta V is equal to V2 minus V1. Delta P means change in pressure, P2 means that is pressure at final state minus pressure at initial state, and change in volume, that is denoted by delta V, that is the volume at final state, that is V2 minus volume at initial state, that is at A, that is V1. So this is regarding the state function or thermodynamics function. Now next point, that is the thermodynamic equilibrium. What is the thermodynamic equilibrium? A system is said to be thermodynamic equilibrium if its macroscopic properties like temperature, pressure, volume and concentration do not change with respect to the time. During the transformation of the system from state A to state B or any state to the other state, some factors like the temperature, pressure, volume remain constant, do not change with respect to the time. Time जरी change झाला तरी ती property एक constant राहते. The variable property remain constant. Such a type of the system or such a property is said to be thermodynamic equilibrium. There are three types of the equilibrium. That is thermal equilibrium, chemical equilibrium and mechanical equilibrium. We will discuss one by one. Firstly, thermal equilibrium. What is the thermal equilibrium? It is the equilibrium where temperature of the system does not change with respect to the time. While thermal equilibrium, when we have to talk about the any change, in this case or in this type of the equilibrium, the temperature of the system does not change with the time. That is delta T is equal to constant. Means temperature at final state and temperature at initial state remain constant. Second type of the equilibrium, that is chemical equilibrium. In this case, it is the equilibrium equilibrium where the chemical composition of the system does not change with respect to the time. The chemical composition, that is number of moles after the completion of the reaction or before the completion of the reaction remains same, means such a type of the equilibrium is called as the chemical equilibrium. Third type, that is the mechanical equilibrium. Mechanical equilibrium, it is the equilibrium where no work is done on the system or done by the system, means there is no work by the system on the surrounding or from the surrounding of the system. So such a type of equilibrium is called as the mechanical equilibrium. Now next part, it is thermodynamics process. There are different types of the process. What is the process? Process is a part of operation by which system can be transferred from one state to the other state. Is called as the process. Process involves changes in the some variable, state of variable properties. Now there are the different types of the process or types of process: isothermal process, adiabatic process, isochoric process, isobaric process, cyclic process, reversible process, irreversible process. These are the different types of the process that we have to discuss one by one. Firstly, the isothermal process. Isothermal process, in which the temperature of the system is remain constant, that is delta T is equal to 0. Why 0? Because during this process temperature is remain constant, means temperature at the final state and temperature at initial state, that is delta T. How we have to calculate delta T? Delta T is equal to T2 minus T1. If the process is a isothermal process, so value of T2 is equal to value of T1, means T2 minus T1, that is equal to delta T is equal to 0, means that is it is a process, thermodynamics process, in which temperature of the system is remain constant. Example, boiling of water. If we have to boil the water, on which temperature water is boiled? That is 100 degrees Celsius. So we have to continuously heating the water at atmospheric pressure. At 100 degrees Celsius, water will be boiled. Temperature of the water while boiling does not change, that remain 100 degrees Celsius. So it is the example of isothermal process. In isothermal process, delta T is equal to 0, means change in temperature is a constant, means delta T is equal to 0. Example is a boiling of water. Now second type of the process, adiabatic process. This is a thermodynamics process in which the system does not exchange the heat between the system and surrounding. There is no exchange of heat between the system and surrounding. Such a type of the process is called as the adiabatic process. Here Q is equal to 0. Q means heat absorbed or evolved by the system is equal to 0, that is there is no exchange of heat between the system and surrounding. Example, chemical reactions taking place in the insulated vessel. Because of this insulated vessel, these insulated vessels, there is a boundary, insulated cover that separate the system and surrounding. There is no exchange of between the system and surrounding. That's why Q is equal to 0. Now, in the adiabatic process, system neither exchange with or involve the heat. In this process, that is Q is equal to 0. In this process, internal energies and temperature changes. Adiabatic process मध्ये in this internal energy and temperature changes, but heat does not changes between the system and surrounding. In this process, change in enthalpy is 0. Now, the question may be asked in the examination for the 2 marks or more pattern. Distinguish between the isothermal process and adiabatic process. How we have to distinguish between these isothermal process and adiabatic process? In the isothermal process, what is the definition of isothermal process? Temperature of the system remain constant. This is one point. And what is the adiabatic process? The adiabatic process, there is a heat is remain constant. That is, we can also say which factor is remain constant. In the isothermal process, temperature of the system is remain constant, and in the adiabatic process, temperature of the system changes. Second point, that is internal energy remain constant, that is delta T is equal to 0 in case of isothermal process, and in case of adiabatic process, internal energy changes, means delta U means change in internal energy, that is U2 minus U1, that is internal energy at final state minus internal energy at initial state, that is internal energy do not changes because internal energy is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. जर टेम्परेचर चेंज झालं तर इंटरनल एनर्जी चेंज होते आणि त्यामुळे adiabatic मध्ये टेम्परेचर चेंज होतो. That's why the internal energy in the adiabatic process changes. In case of isothermal process, system exchange the heat with the surrounding. Isothermal process, in this process there is a exchange of heat between the system and surrounding is allowed, but in adiabatic process system does not exchange the heat with the surrounding. Again, in case of isothermal process, enthalpy changes, means delta S is equal to not equal to 0 in case of isothermal process. But in case of adiabatic process, enthalpy change is not change. Enthalpy does not change with the, that is delta S equal to 0. Next point, system is not thermally isolated in case of isothermal process, and in case of adiabatic process, system is thermally isolated because of the insulated cover. Example of isothermal process, that is the boiling of water, and example of adiabatic process, that is chemical reactions taking place in the insulated vessel. So this is the distinguishing points between the isothermal process and adiabatic process. On this point, question may be asked in the pattern exam, that is define isothermal process or give its example, or define adiabatic process, give its example, or distinguish between the isothermal process and adiabatic process. While writing these distinguishing points, you should write the distinguishing points in front of each other. Suppose you have to write here isothermal process, here you have to write the adiabatic process, one point, another points in front of this. So in this way we have to write the distinguishing points between the isothermal process and adiabatic process. Now The third type of the process, that is the isobaric process. What is the definition of isobaric process? Isobaric process is a process in which the pressure of the system is remain constant. In this type of the process, delta P is equal to 0. Means that is, why delta P is 0? That is, pressure of the system is remain constant at every step. So delta P is equal to P2 minus P1. The isobaric process, that is P2 is equal to P1. So delta P is equal to becomes 0. So this is the isobaric process. Example is boiling of water at atmospheric pressure. This is the example of isobaric process. Now, next type of the process, that is isobaric process. Isobaric process, it is the type of process in which volume of the system is remain constant. Means delta V is equal to 0. That's why. How it is a delta V is equal to 0? Why? Because delta V is equal to P2 minus P1. And in the isobaric process, P2 is equal to P1. That's why delta V is equal to 0. So, isobaric process is the process in which volume of the system is remain constant. An example is boiling of water in perfectly closed vessel. Next type of the process, that is cyclic process. In the cyclic process, system undergoes series of changes, number of changes, and returns to its original state. Cyclic process मध्ये system परत original state ला येते. System retains its original state. Such a type of process is called as the cyclic process. Therefore, total energy of the isolated system remain constant. Example is the cyclic process. Energy change in cyclic process is 0. That is delta I is equal to 0. That is internal energy at final state and internal energy at initial state. That is, suppose this is delta I, internal energy at final state minus internal energy at initial state. In this case, system undergoes the number of changes and returns to its original state. Means internal energy at final states and internal energy at initial states become same or equal. That's why value of U2 and value of U1, that is internal energy at final states and internal energy at initial state, become same. That's why delta U is equal to 0. So cyclic process, this the change in internal energy is 0. Now next type of the process, that is reversible process. Reversible process, it is a process in which driving and opposing forces differ from each other by infinitesimally small value. It is called as the reversible process. In the reversible process, the driving force, suppose we have to provide some reaction. The reactants are converted into the product. One force that work on these reactants and it converted into the product means that is driving force. And another force that product come into back into the reactants means that is the opposing force. So when the difference between this driving and opposing force is infinitely extremely small, and such a type of process is called as a reversible process. Example, isothermal reversible expansion of an ideal gas. It is a hypothetical, imaginary process. It takes place extremely slowly. It requires infinite time for the computation. It is a non-spontaneous process. The system is always in the temperature and pressure equilibrium with the surrounding at every stage. It is an ideal process, therefore it is not possible practical. It is a hypothetical. We cannot practically doubt about this. The direction of process can be reversed by very small increase in the opposing force at any instant during this process. Now, second type of the process is an irreversible process. Irreversible process, in this process, the process in which driving and opposing force differ from each other by very large time. Such a type of process is called as an irreversible process. And in this irreversible process, there is the difference between the driving and opposing force is greater. Example, flow of water from higher level to the lower level. River flows from higher level to the lower level. The water of rivers that flows from higher level to lower level. So this is the example of irreversible process. In this case, it is the fast process. It requires infinite time for the computation. It is a spontaneous process. It is a real process. Reversible process is a hypothetical, imaginary, but irreversible process is a real process. It can be reversed by the very small increase in the opposing force. All natural phenomena are thermodynamically irreversible. So this is the regarding the irreversible process. Example, flow of water from higher level to lower level is the best example of irreversible process. On these points also, the question may be asked in the examination. Definition of isobaric process, give its example for 1 marks, or definition of isochoric process for 1 marks and give its example, means half of marks. Definition of cyclic process for 1 marks, and here define reversible process, define irreversible process, or give its characteristics for 2 marks. Sometimes the distinguishing between the reversible process and irreversible process. This question may be asked in the examination. We can write these points that we have to already discuss. What is the reversible process and irreversible process? Distinguishing points. In case of reversible process, the driving force and opposing force differ by very small value. Irreversible process, in this case, the driving force and opposing force differ by large value. So this is one of the distinguishing points. Second point, it is a imaginary. Reversible process is an imaginary, hypothetical process that cannot be brought about practically. But irreversible process, it is a real process, natural process. So this is the second distinguishing point. Third, reversible process, it is a slow process, and irreversible process, is the fast process. In case of reversible process, there is a equilibrium at every stage of process. But in case of the irreversible process, the equilibrium is attained only when process is completed at the final stage of the process. So this is the fourth point, distinguishing points between the reversible and irreversible. In case of reversible, maximum work can be obtained. In case of irreversible, maximum work cannot be obtained. So these are the distinguishing points between reversible and irreversible process. Today we have to stop here. Okay.